Hey, 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 everybody. Happy Wednesday. How's it all going? I hope you're all doing really well today. It's a beautiful day. And I just want to check in with you with regards to how you found my last Facebook Live yesterday and what we were speaking about, and if those 3 tips really helped you. If you haven't watched it, please go ahead and take a look because it could help you and it could save you some hard-earned cash as and when you need it. So I just really want to jump on quickly today because um, you know my title on this is, what is your definition of success? Because every single person has a different definition of success. And it'd be quite interesting to hear what your definition is. But we all want success, right? We all want to be successful in whatever it is that we do. It's instilled in us as youngsters. When we are young, we've got to win, and we've got to be the best that we can be, and we've got to be number one in the class, and we've got to be better than everybody else. But why are we taught that? Why are we taught to excel that when it's sort of frowned upon, the word of failure? So again, I just really want to tap into this, because what is success to you, but also what is failure to you? At the end of the day, it's really interesting because I've been doing quite a lot of deep diving into it. And, if we really look at it, if we really think about it, we fail countless times every day. We fail at not getting petrol at the petrol station because there's a shortage. We fail at not being on time on Facebook because we were delayed sitting at the pumps. Which is why I'm late today, by the way. We've had no fuel in Kenya for the past 4 days. And this is what they do. It's election year number 1. So they have they put the scarcity into it, but then they also put the price up because there's none available. It's extraordinary. People don't really deep dive and think about the consequences of actually what the actions are. We don't get our fuel from Ukraine. So how is it that the Ukraine issue is causing us fuel shortages? It's not. We get our fuel from Saudi Arabia, and it comes down the African coast, and it's easy to get to. So this again, it's people underlying, and the failure actually is of the government, the failure. So we fail at everything on a constant basis. So this is why, I really want to deep dive into what success is to you, because, at the end of the day, success can be just getting 10 liters of fuel. Success can be jumping onto a Facebook Live, even if you're late. Success can be all sorts of different things. And I just really wanted to deep dive into that too, because we all want success. Success does one thing, and the one thing, really at the end of the day gives us significance. It makes us feel like we are able to do something. Wikipedia describes success as being the state or condition of meeting a defined range of expectations. It may be viewed as the opposite of failure. The criteria for success depends on context and may be relative to a particular observer or a belief system. So this is why I brought in failure so quickly into this conversation, because, at the end of the day, we put this fear on the word failure, and it's absolute rubbish. It's absolutely the wrong way to look at it. I mean, I actually, I've been inspired by somebody who was brought up, and her father basically every single day when she got back from school said to her, "What have you failed at today?" Because it instilled in her that failure actually is the learning that we need to be able to become a success. So failure is not a bad thing. We all fall down. I've started my career, I can't remember how many times. I'm doing it again, because I haven't really, because I failed. And failure doesn't mean quitting. It's a completely different thing. Failure is falling down like kids do and getting back up again. So how then do we achieve success that we envision? Exactly like that. We fail. There's I don't know who said it, but and if anybody is on this, can you remind me who said this saying? Because it's one of my favorite sayings. It's fail fast and fail forward, which means by failing all the time, we learn by those mistakes and we don't do them. So we fail. We will not make that mistake once again. So success to you could simply mean that you have a place called home, where you're at ease and at total comfort. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a tangible asset. Where you feel comfortable, that might be success to you. So it might be in your work environment. It might be on top of a mountain. It might be, but that's, we can call home anything. Success can mean to you that you set goals by always doing your best and giving it 100%. That could be success. It doesn't mean that you have to win all the time. It doesn't need to have huge results in, it could be something small that you literally just started and you've been procrastinating for years. So again, I fail all the time and I'm proud of failing. I want to put the concept that failing is good. Failing is not bad. It is a good thing. And if you agree with me, please post a 1 in the comments and just let me know that you agree with me that failing is not bad. It's not a huge issue and it's really not a train smash. It's not bad, because every lesson, everything that we do in life is a learning lesson. It's how we perceive it. And it's what we're brought up to believe is what will control our thought pattern. We need to break that thought pattern because, it's a little bit like racism. Babies, they don't see color. It's when we grow up that we put that into our lives. It's because of what people tell us, not because of what our thought pattern is to our individual selves. So it's a really important thing that we're talking about here, because, what people say is not necessarily the truth to you. It's not necessarily what is your home, is your core, is what grounds you. It's not necessarily that. So, it's really an interesting subject, this, it's, we could set our successes by holding our ground, setting boundaries, saying no. Failing is so personal to some people that some people may disagree with your ethos and your morals, but no one has a right to tell you otherwise. And you have a right to stand up for what you believe in. This takes enormous courage, which leads to huge success. So I'll tell you a little story about myself. I am, what's the date today? The date is the 6th of April. In literally, how many weeks? Let me just have a look. In literally 10 days, I would have gotten to my 21-year sobriety mark. 21 years of holding my ground, 21 years of setting boundaries, 21 years of saying no, that doesn't sit with me any longer. Has it been hard? Yes, it's been really hard. But look at me. I'm 21 years without having, and I couldn't exist without having some sort of mood or mind altering substance to be able to help me through the day. I couldn't do it. And here 21 years later, because I was holding my ground and setting my boundaries, when I came back from rehab, I sat my parents down and my family actually, and I just said, look, This is how it was. And you would come around at any point without question, and I wouldn't question it. This is how it is now. You need to let me know when you're coming. We need to plan. I need to plan, and I need to structure, and I need to set my boundaries. And I really do believe that my being able to set those boundaries with everybody around me is what has kept me on the path to recovery. And that, I mean, if you know the statistics of people who recover from addictive personality, it's about 2%. So for 21 years, I am in that 2%. That to me is success. That to me is huge success. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to have the monetary value to think about what's successful in your life. And success also means that you're continuing and not giving up. I was at a point, to continue on with that story, I was at a point of ending my life because I didn't want to continue the way I was going. So I made a conscious decision. And it was a conscious decision to continue, but it was a conscious decision to continue with what was best for me, not what was best for everybody else. And, I really need to just instill this in you, because, you think you're a failure, but you're not. It takes years and years and years for people to have success in their own, in whatever it is that they want success in. Not giving up means that you don't have to start all over again. For 21 years, I haven't had to start all over again from day one, because it's instilled in me that is what I need to do. And do I celebrate goals? I celebrate goals all the time, because that's what reminds me of where I was, and that's what reminds me of where I'm going. So all in all, success is definitely not just fame, fortune, or monetary value. It really is much bigger than that, and has something that we really need to look at. Success seems to be accomplishable by doing what you love without fear. It's having the courage to really, really deep dive, and to get off the couch and to get out of your comfort zone. And it's to do stuff that you love without fear, by following your authentic self and your true bliss. By removing your needs and wants to feel significant, and I said that earlier, or removing your want to be accepted, or removing your want to be worthy, and by really digging deep inside you, becoming an essential part of your future, which will inevitably build your success to impact and empower those who follow you. So, it's really, this is a bit of a life coaching thing today, because it's really important. So many people are going through so many really hard times at the moment. I know so many people that are not in the right mind space, and I know so many people that are not there. And it's so easy to get sucked under and tell yourself that you're not worthy of it. But, at the end of the day, you absolutely are. And there's absolutely nobody has a right to tell you otherwise. So, it's really important that we lift ourselves up with regard to this. It's really important that we motivate each other with this, because everybody gets down. I get down a lot. But I very quickly snapped myself out of it, because from where I was 21 years ago to where I am today, is just it's complete. And I have created that. I have allowed that by working on myself. It didn't happen just by pure fluke. It wasn't just, oh, she's a lucky one. It happened because I really worked on myself. So if you want to work on yourself, I'm really happy to chat to you about this. And if you want to learn how to create success, whatever success means for you, please do schedule a call with me to discover what true success means for you. And I'm going to post my website in the comments, so you can go to the website, and you can book a free call with me, and we can just chat about it and start creating that success every single day. I did manage, you know what I did? I did manage to fill my car up today because I wasn't going to allow just 10 litres. You know what I did? I went round 3 times and I got 30 litres. Okay, it's not filling my car up, but I was determined. So that was a success because I have a carload of fuel. So, please reach out to me and let me know what it is that how you define your success. It'd be really, really great to hear from you. And I hope this has helped you. And I hope my stories, of how to create success has empowered you and just motivated you, because that's what we're here to do. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. I will be back again soon with some more tips and tricks as to making your life the best that it can be. My name's Susie Belcher. Time out. Bye.